it's like dirty laundry. It's there's always something to do.
Inside the Sacramento County Crime Lab,
We are never fully caught up.
the work for Sarah Porter is never ending.
I analyze samples for the presence of drugs and alcohol.
Porter showed us how she tests for marijuana, extracting the THC, drying it out to a residue, and eventually adding it into a vortex machine.
And then we're going to put these into the centrifuge. Many of those cases that had high levels of alcohol also have drugs in them.
She says drugs, including marijuana, can be just as dangerous as alcohol.
People think it's not as bad as alcohol, so it's fine. But just because it's not as bad doesn't mean that it is fine.
There are some people who even think you drive better when you smoke marijuana.
Prosecutor Gregory Hayes is the head of Sac County's DUI unit. He says though charges of marijuana DUI routinely come across his desk, they're difficult to try in court.
There's no per se limit on a marijuana DUI. So, for example, you can't say, like in alcohol, if you're above 0.08, you're under the influence. There's no magic amount in marijuana DUIs, which means we have to prove that the marijuana either mentally or physically impaired them so much that they cannot drive with the caution of a sober person.
He says it's hard to convince jurors when there's no legal limit.
Some of them are skeptical because there's not a lot of science behind it, and others are skeptical because they either smoke marijuana themselves, and sometimes perhaps smoked marijuana and came down and did jury service that day, or they have family and friends who typically smoke marijuana and drive.
Marijuana DUI doesn't even have its own charge. Driving under the influence of drugs could mean any drug. KCRA 3 Investigates reached out to the California Highway Patrol, the California Department of Justice, Sacramento County District Attorney, and the Sacramento Police. We wanted to know how many marijuana DUI arrests and convictions there were last year. None of those agencies tracked the numbers by specific drug.
We know for a fact that when someone is under the influence of any kind of drug, including marijuana, that their driving is different.
Lori Birkenstock is with Mothers Against Drug Driving California. She works every day to dispel the myth of driving high.
I think definitely people underestimate how dangerous it is.
Drug-involved crashes are on the rise. The California DMV says while the number of alcohol-involved deaths went down over the last 25 years, drug-involved crash deaths nearly quadrupled.
We deal with victims all of the time who have lost someone to an impaired driver, and it's crushing.
Despite the danger, the DMV's annual DUI report doesn't break down the numbers by drug.
There should be a study, in the same way there was a study related to alcohol.
The experts hope, as more states make marijuana legal, those creating the laws will help to uphold them.
And I'm hoping that the federal government or the state government would do some research or more research now related to the impact of marijuana on driving, given the legalization of marijuana in California.
I mean, the more studies, the more science we have to back it up, the better.
Jason Marks, KCRA 3 News.
Jason went to the Sacramento County Courthouse and looked through criminal complaints from 24 DUI drug cases from 2022. Jason says he could only find one that mentioned marijuana specifically.